Hi everybody, it's me, KR Bankston, back again for another KR's story time, aka Baddie Stories. And tonight we are reading from my book, Interception. But before we get into it and anything is going on, let's go over the legalities so you'll know what we're working with. This book is for adults. Has adult language, adult situations. It has sexual situations. It has drugs, drug use, violence, crime. There is a sexual assault trigger. It was never intended for children. So take that into consideration before you pick it up to get started. And with that out of the way, we are going to get into Interception. It is available in ebook and paperback from my site. That is www.krbankstononline.com. And so tonight, let me give you a little background of what we're going to be reading about. Tonight, we're going to pick up the section where Drew makes a power play. The party was the night before, and he unfortunately got called away to handle some emergency. He was, of course, the one sponsoring the party, doing the party. He got called away. And in the interim, Julian made his move and talked Gianna into letting him take her home. So this is the next day with Drew plotting how he was going to get to spend some alone time with Gianna. Because, of course, he wanted to make it very much known that he was interested in her and he wanted to be with her and for them to be a couple. So, with that in mind, let's get right into it. All right. Drew continued to kick himself for sending Gianna home with Julian last night. He breathed a deep sigh of relief when the man immediately returned asking for a hookup. You knew she wouldn't let him touch her. Drew grunted slightly. Today, however, there would be no more wasting time. Today, he would let Gianna know how much he cared for her, and hopefully learn she felt the same way. What about Julian? His livelihood came into play with the thought. If the man decided to leave his contract, so be it, Drew determined. He waited 3 long years for an opening. Gianna was seemingly as receptive as she was going to be. He thought about her demeanor last night and how relaxed and calm she was. She laughed and joked with him, allowing him closer to her than ever before. No sooner than the thought began to expand, Gianna materialized. Smiling, Drew walked toward her, greeting her with a hug and soft, gentle kiss on her cheek. Well, hey, don't you look cute? He loved the way the jeans hugged her curves. Thanks, Drew. She chuckled at the response. Where are the players? Relax, girl. You'll have plenty of time for that. Gianna smiled again. Okay, I guess. Pulling out her chair as they arrived at their table, he addressed her again. Hungry? Starving, actually. Drew chuckled and called the server over. They both placed their orders, the woman walking away, promising their food would be up quickly. Did you have fun at the party last night? Yeah, it was really nice, Drew, and thank you again for inviting me. You're welcome. You know that. Did Neveah turn up finally? She came home just as I was leaving. Some guy named Braden came in with her. Drew fought the frown that wanted to come. Guess she got that hookup then. Yeah, I guess. Their food arrived and they both began to eat. Drew was enjoying his time alone with her, deciding he would talk to her after the meal. Moments later, Gianna pushed the plate away, proclaiming she was stuffed. Man, that was good. Drew chuckled, finishing his own plate. She asked for hot tea, sipping it slowly once it returned to the table. Gianna? Can I ask you something really personal? She said nothing for a moment, making Drew sweat a little. Okay, but remember, I may not answer it. Hey, you two, what's up? Julian threw out the greeting loudly, walking up to the table. He observed them for the last 10 minutes, not liking the look he saw in Drew's eyes. He knew last night that Drew was attracted to Gianna, today simply confirming his suspicions. Julian wasn't going to let him win that easily. He had his chance. Hi, Julian. Fury broiled inside Drew, but he managed to hold the temper in check when he spoke. What's up, Julian? Are we still on for lunch, Gianna? Nah, I'm not hearing this damn nonsense today. Drew decided to try a different angle. Oh, Julian. Nicole says she thinks she left her purse in your room. It has her card key in it. He noted the look of disgust immediately appear on Gianna's face when she regarded the wide receiver. Drew also caught the anger in Julian's as he looked at him. I'll look for it later. Drew, can we go to the players' gathering now? Bored with the games and lies, Gianna refocused her energy. Sure. Cheerfully, Drew rose and pulled out her chair. Gianna walked away with him, never turning around. Julian's eyes bored into Drew's back. His fists clenched involuntarily. Agent wants to play, huh? He was fuming until they left his sight, making internal plans as he headed out to the rental car and into the city. I hope you enjoyed that excerpt, and I hope that you will go and check out Interception. It gets better. Yeah. Julian and Drew, yeah. There's a lot going on there. But I hope you'll go and check it out. And thank you so much for joining me again. I appreciate you guys taking the time to listen and come and check out my works. And I hope that you'll go over to the site and check them out as well. I would love to have you join me on Patreon and be a part of the Baddie family. Above all else, please make sure you hit the subscribe button up in your top right-hand corner. There are also links to my link tree that'll take you to every facet of KR. There's a link for the Patreon page so you can go over and join the Baddie family. And there is a link to KR Bankston Online where you can go and see my complete catalog and get all the books that you want. So thank you again for joining us, and tune in again on Thursday when we'll have a new episode of Baddie Stories. And in the meantime, I tell you what, if you give me the opportunity, bet I can make you love a bad guy. Thanks again. Have a great night.